Hear ye, good folk of this present age, and incline thine ears to a matter most tender and troubling, the quiet severing of blood-bound ties, a thing now called estrangement. In days not long past, it was held that family, though flawed, was a cord not easily broken. Yet now, upon the public stages of Dr. Phil and the Oprah Winfrey Show, there hath been revealed a rising tide of sons, daughters, mothers, and fathers who walk apart, choosing distance over discord. Estrangement is no mere quarrel nor passing storm. Nay, it is a chosen silence, a closing of doors once left ajar. Many who appear upon these televised courts speak of wounds long suffered, harsh words that cut too deep, neglect that left the spirit barren, control that stifled one's becoming, or betrayals that time could not mend. On the stage of Dr. Phil, stern reckonings are laid bare, where kin confront kin with voices trembling betwixt anger and grief. Meanwhile, upon the gentler but no less piercing forum of the Oprah Winfrey Show, tears flow as souls speak of healing, boundaries, and the courage to depart from that which harms. The great debate among the people. Lo, the townsfolk themselves are divided in thought. Some proclaim, to walk away from thine own blood is a sorrowful failing, a breaking of sacred bond. Others answer, peace of mind is a treasure most rare. Shall one remain in suffering for the sake of name alone? Thus the matter standeth betwixt duty and dignity. Both Dr. Phil McGraw and Oprah Winfrey, though differing in manner, have drawn forth a singular truth. Not all families are safe havens, and not all distance is born of cruelty. Yet they also speak thus, where there is willingness, there may yet be repair. Honest speech without venom, boundaries held with firmness, not spite, the seeking of counsel and wise guidance. And still, there are wounds so deep that reconciliation remaineth but a distant shore. A final word from the crier. Mark well this changing of the times, where once silence cloaked such matters in shame, now voices rise to name them. Estrangement is neither holy virtue nor holy vice. It is a sorrowful remedy, taken when the spirit can endure no more. So let none judge too swiftly, for behind each parted family leath a tale untold, a grief unseen, and a heart that hath wrestled long ere choosing to let go. Here are 2 YouTube channels that give a good example of what estrangement does to parents. 2 women who walk the same lonely road, yet at differing hours of the journey. Both are mothers, both are parted from their children, yet their grief unfoldeth in different seasons. Barbara of the Woods, a heart still seeking. There dwelleth one called Barbara, whose voice may be heard upon the channel solo in the woods. She hath chosen the stillness of nature, as though the trees themselves might answer what the world hath not. Yet her spirit is not at rest. She speaketh often of her daughter, not in anger, nor in bitterness, but in a quiet confusion that lingereth like morning fog. I know not where it turned, her words seem to say. Her days are filled with simple labors, wood, fire, earth, but her thoughts return again and again to the same question. Why? Why doth her child not call? Why hath love grown silent? Why is there no path back? Mark this well, Barbara doth not rage. She wonders, and in that wondering, her heart remaineth open and wounded. Jane the enduring, a heart that hath learned to carry on. Then there is Jane, known in her small corner of the world as just a parent dealing with estrangement. She too hath known the sharp edge of separation, a son who cometh near, only to drift away once more, like the tide that teases the shore but never stays. Yet Jane standeth in a different place along the path, where Barbara asks, "Keth, why?" Jane hath begun to ask, "How shall I live now?" She speaketh thus, of learning to breathe through the ache of building a life not wholly defined by loss of accepting that love may remain. even when presence doth not. And still, when her son reacheth out, hope awakens, only to be quieted again when distance returneth. This, too, is a grief, not the silence alone, but the coming and going of it. Yet Jah, any endureth. Balance scale two paths, one wound. Behold the contrast, yet also the kinship. Barbara standeth in the searching, Jane walketh in the accepting. One looketh backward, seeking meaning. The other looketh forward, seeking peace. And neither path is wrong, for grief hath no single road, only many winding ways through the same dark wood. The crier's closing word. Let none say she should move on, nor she should try harder, for the heart doth not obey command. Barbara remindeth us of the questions that haunt the night. Jane showeth us the quiet strength of rising with unanswered ones, and between them both leaf a truth most solemn. A mother's love doth not cease at silence. It simply learneth, in time, how to carry the weight of it. Thank you for listening. You can find us on Facebook for many more emerging stories. Grant thy favor, subscribe, comment, and return for the next tidings of the realm.